So Oshkosh 2023 here at the Timber Tiger aircraft, which you guys have seen in the past for some shiny airplanes. We have not so metal shiny, but red shiny. Talk to us about this new addition here, Nick.
So this is Kay's Speedster. It's not a replica of any particular airplane, and that's fun because it allowed us to start fresh, clean sheet, and give people what they want in a vintage type airplane. Side-by-side seating, a foldable forward panel for easy entry and instrument maintenance, folding adaptable wings. A lot of people want BRS capable, and this is as well. Side-by-side seating is the biggest one, of course.
That is the biggest thing. He's been teasing this thing for a better part of a year behind the scenes, a little graphic here and there's like, don't share this, Brian, don't share this, Brian. But here it is. You really surprised me. You didn't just get like a mock-up. You actually have like the whole fuselage here.
Yeah, and we're going to be finishing the wings up this winter, and that's when we plan on doing our destructive testing. And then we hope to have kits available for sale this time next year. So we're very, very excited, and yeah, this is everything I could have hoped it would be as far as the response from people looking at it. I mean, it's a new plane. Nobody's ever seen it before. And the responses have been fantastic.
All right, so let's talk about the construction of this, and also as a kit moving forward here, once it gets into production, what's that going to look like for the builder?
So for the builder, what we supply is a fully welded fuselage, and it's a lot like other kit planes in that you glue on the stringers. It's an adhesive, special adhesive, of course. The wings are cantilever monocoque, so they're skinned in aluminum. So basically it's going to be build the wing, glue on all your formers, attach all your baggage compartment stuff. It's got a big baggage compartment, by the way. Get your seats installed, a little bit of fiberglass work, not a whole lot. Fabric cover it, install all your plumbing and electrical, and you're good to go.
Awesome. So what is the horsepower range? We won't talk about necessarily engines right now. You got a Radial, but what is the range of horsepower to be able to accept different engines?
It's designed for 150 to 180, and that's probably really the sweet spot for the airplane.
And with that kind of power, what are you, obviously it hasn't flown yet, but you can do a lot in engineering. What are you expecting as far as speeds?
As far as speeds, our estimates are telling us about a 54 knot clean stall, 47 knot dirty stall, and we're hoping to get a cruise of around 120, anywhere between 120 and 140 knots. And the reason there's such a big range there is because it's a very, very clean airplane for a Radial, for a vintage type. So it's really hard for us to pinpoint an exact cruise on such a design where there's a lot going on with the airflow. So, but we are hoping for a higher cruise, especially since we're planning on introducing a removable hardtop option, and that's going to really help get that cruise up.
Okay. Well, this at first glance looks like it's about to be a biplane, but it's not. It's going to be a mono wing, and it's also a low wing, correct?
Correct, yeah. So it started out life in the early design phase as a high wing tandem airplane, and then it moved into a high wing side-by-side, and then a biplane, of course, and then we found the low wing actually looks the best by far, so that's what we ended up going with. And it offers, the ability to do the folding wings as well.
Okay. Well, it definitely is a sporty, like Sportster looking, and a little two like Batman bumps on the turtle deck really give a lot of styling. Is that like a big goal in your design aspect of this?
Yeah. So the two headrests was actually, in my opinion, the most important part, and the way they interface with the windscreen. The windscreen angle was a huge part of it, and I tweaked the design for a year and a half just visually before settling on what I wanted and then moving forward with the stress analysis. But having those headrests just blending into each other and having them just right was really the number one priority.
It's a sexy looking airplane, if you can say that about an airplane. But I assume that you wanted to go initially with the Radial just for the nostalgic look and sound of it.
Yeah, absolutely. People are in love with mystery ships, GBs, anything from that era, and really there's nothing that captures the feel like a Radial. even if someone were to put a Lycoming in it, but it's got that radial cowl, and it's all about that, just that aggressiveness. When I designed this, I really tried hard for aggressive meets classy. That was really the goal.
We are partnering with great companies like Dynon Avionics at Dynon.com, Airtech Coatings at AirtechCoatings.com, Clemens Insurance at ClemensInsurance.net, South Mississippi Light Aircraft at FlySMLA.com, Foxtrot 95 Calhoun County Airport at FlyFoxtrot95.com, Edge Performance at EdgePerformance.no. Take a moment to go visit their websites at the links found below in the description of this video. And visit our website at ExperimentalAircraftChannel.com for events, our video library arranged in easy-to-find playlists on specific topics, and so much more. Well, like I said, you've already surprised me by actually getting something that you can touch and feel at the show. When do you expect to maybe get a first flight and share that information?
Yeah, absolutely. So this particular model, obviously it's July right now. We only started cutting materials for this in mid-May, believe it or not. So we're a little bit behind schedule, but I'm hoping to have the static testing of the wings done this winter, first flights in the springtime, and if our test program is as successful and quick as it was on the STL, then we'll be selling kits around this time next year. And of course, things change, but that's our ultimate goal.
Awesome. Well, there's another airplane that's here in the booth that we're going to cover in another episode that I'll release at the same time. If you want to check that out, it's the Early Bird Jenny that he's going to turn into a kit here. So look for that next. But in the meantime, where can everybody find you on the web or contact you to get more information and follow the progress of this?
Okay, so it's timbertigeraircraft.com. And my email address is nick, N-I-C-K, at timbertigeraircraft.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the quick tour.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Well, it's one of those things, like art, I guess. You either love it or hate it. I kind of like it. But I like really, really old or cutting-edge tech. In that Jenny, I have a story to tell you in a future episode on that airplane. Until next time, fellow builders and flyers, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss a single episode.